That's what name, image, and likeness was supposed to be. And he deserved that, and I was happy. What name, image, and likeness has become is pay to play. So you give money to your collective at Michigan State, and they pay the players to play. So, but what this has done is created the whole culture of college and college athletics. We all went to college. Everybody in this room, including me, went to college to create value for your future. So you could have a better life because you graduated from college. You could develop a career at something that you wanted to do. We're not focused on I had to work my way through college. I'm sure some of you did the same thing. Well, now we've taken that concept of how much value can you create for your future, which is what college should be, and say, how much money can I make while I'm going to college? So now the focus is not on education, the focus is not on your future. The focus becomes short-sighted, and then you transfer, which now every time you transfer, the chance of graduation go down 20%. And I'm all for players making money. I think the players deserve to make some money. There's too much money in revenue sports for the players not to share in the revenue. But you got to understand something. College athletics is not a business. You guys are in business. I was the head coach of the Miami Dolphins. Wayne Huizenga owned the team. He was in business. He paid $500 million for the team. He made $50 million a year, and he sold it for $1 billion. That's business. College athletics is revenue producing. Create revenue, $200 million in football. What do? Support 21 other sports. All right, so 455 other athletes can have an opportunity to get an education, to compete, to go to the Olympics or whatever it is. Nobody makes any money. So now we're trying to turn it into a business model. And it's a legal situation. It's not everybody blames the NCAA. It's not the NCAA's fault. The court put us in this position. It's the law. And I'm all for the players getting something, if you're in a revenue sport. But now we have a judgment, and we're not going to have name, image, and likeness, and we're going to have name, image, and likeness. We're not going to have collectives. In the future, we're going to have revenue share. But how do you share the revenue? When you have 21 sports, and only 2 of them make any money. How do you share that revenue? Because everybody is selfish, self-absorbed, how does this affect me, and ambitious. Those are 3 things we all have in our human nature. They can be good or they can be bad. So what's the non-revenue sport saying? Pay me. And if you pay them, then you can't pay the revenue sports enough. Or if you do, you're going to have to drop sports. So now less people have opportunity. So it's a mess. It's going to get fixed. This court judgment is set the foundation. Now they just got to figure out how to implement it. If they can figure that out the right way, I think we can get the spirit back in college athletics.
If you were king of college sports, how would you fix it?
I just told you. I'd have revenue sharing. I'd have revenue sharing and contract.
All right.
Why does the NFL do what they do? The NFL spends billions of dollars. They have collective bargaining, right? They have a salary cap. They do everything they can do to create parity in the NFL. Because what the NFL, the ultimate goal of the NFL is if they could have 32 teams, 8-8, going into the 17th week of the season. What does that mean? You got 32 fan bases that are still chomping at the bit to see if we can get in the playoffs. Right? That's why the good teams draft last, the bad teams draft first. I don't know if you know it, but after been in the league, if you have a bad record, you play an easier schedule. If you have a good record, you play a harder schedule. So everything's based on what? Parity. In college athletics right now, nothing's based on parity. Whoever wants to spend the most money has the best team. Let me tell you who's going to have the best teams. I can tell you who's spending the most money. I know.